Hello everyone, Conrad here from Lumpology.com, and today I'm going to be covering how to install MSYS2 in Windows 10. So this will be how to get the latest copy of C++ available for Windows. So for starters, I'm just going to get us a web browser. Here we go. Firefox is the one I use. Everything is, of course, fine. So just in here, just search MSYS2. All my notes, of course, will be in the description below, as always. So go click on MSYS2, and we're just going to want to go to installation, and that's all good. So download the installer. Here it is. Click on it, and just hit save. Just note you will need Windows 7 or higher and a 64-bit system. This, as the MSYS2 does not support 32-bit. Now, keep in mind, they do support 32-bit compiling, but they do not support 32-bit systems for the tools themselves. So this will take a second to install. So basically, MSYS2 is a manager, basically. So it won't be completely necessary, but we'll use it to manage our systems. Now, if you have installed main.cpp before, we're going to need to get that out of our systems. So here's how we do that. Go to the system environment variables. So I'm not going to cover deinstalling, uninstalling main.cpp, but I will show you how to get it out of your path, because we'll need to do that. So under path here, just hit edit, and just scroll down to wherever you can find your main.cpp release. For example, here's my main.cpp release, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to hit delete. So now that that's gone, I'm going to hit OK, OK. So now main.cpp has been purged from my system. If you haven't installed it before, you won't need to do that. So now we're just going to wait a few seconds for the release here to finally finish. Now that it's done, I'm just going to click it. More info, run anyways. Next. And it's going to put it right here in my C folder. So I'm going to hit next, next, and it's just going to install very quickly. So there's a few things we're going to need to run once it's installed. And I will, of course, walk you through those so that there is no confusion. So MSYS2 is almost, but not quite, like a Linux system. It's got a very, you'll notice MSYS2 acts a lot like the package system that you'll normally find in like an Arch Linux system, but that really just comes down to the package manager we'll be using inside of it. That really doesn't mean anything. For example, the command pacman comes to mind that we'll be using. Anyways, it's no big deal. But anyways, run MSYS2 64-bit now, finish, and it's going to launch a command prompt. So a lot of people will panic because of command prompts, but they're really not a big deal. There's nothing completely big. I'm going to make it larger so that you can see. And what I'm going to type in here, very simple. It's going to be pacman -SYU. And this is just to update the package database with the core system packages. So we're going to need all of this. If it prompts you with this notification here, type Y and press enter for yes. It's pretty straightforward, actually. So next, once we've done this, we're just going to probably what I would actually recommend you do is close it and type MSYS2 here, and we'll launch it again. I'll expand it, and now I'm going to say pacman -SU, just like this. Okay, so now we're all good. With that, we can proceed to the next component of what we need to do. So here's what we're going to need to do next. We're going to say pacman, and we're going to say -S, -S. And then after the -S, we're going to choose our min.gw version. So what we want is we want min.gw -64, -W64 -x86 _64 -tool chain. Just like that. So this will get us the 64-bit toolchain for min.gw. Of course, this will be, you can copy this command from the description below or the comments section, where I'll have both of these, the notes, pasted. So this, so I'm just going to hit enter here, and I'm going to say Y for yes, and now it's going to proceed with the installation of main.gw. Alright, so it just finished. I may have accidentally typed something in here. I don't know. Anyways, now that we've done all of that, we just need to set up the GCC path. So it actually did install quite a few other things that are useful. We've got make and all. You can uninstall those if you like. I kind of like to have the entire tool chain at my disposal, but that's obviously completely optional. But in addition to this, I'm actually just going to, I think I'll get Sfml alongside this. It might be, so that I can show off the libraries. Okay, so for Sfml, it's actually quite simple. All we have to do is, it's basically like this. All we have to do is we have to say pacman -s, capital S, min gw -w64 -x86 _64 -sfml. So this is just a library for C++ that I like to have. It gives me some network and graphics capabilities along with everything. So it's just fun to have it alongside it. You don't need it. If you're just learning C++, don't install this. Just skip this step. Trust me, it's more hassle than it's work to learn how to use Sfml. But of course, you can go to Sfml's website at sfml-dev.org to pick up the resources that you'll need for Windows. So anyways, now that that is done, we just need to set up our path. So go to your nearest file system, open it up. I'm going to hop over to here, and we installed MSYS here to this 64 here. Here it is, min.gw 64 right here. Bin, and here you'll find all of the useful stuff that we'll need. So I'm just going to take this, Control-C, environment variables. I'm just going to go down to the path. I'm going to hit Edit, New, put it in there. Okay, okay. And now all I'm gonna have to do is Shift, right click, and open PowerShell here. I'm gonna say GCC, and as you can see, it gave me the error compilation terminated. We know that GCC has in fact installed. So that is all, my friends. GCC is done, and we are good to go. So now let's just show off some of the great things that you can do. Main.cpp. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this with my favorite editor, Atom. You can get your own. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to say sharp include IO stream using namespace std int main return 0 cout hello world and L. There we go. Good practice is to add the end L. It's not necessary. So now with that, all I'm gonna do is let's go here, create a new text document. I'm gonna call it compile.ps1 like so. Yes. And I'm just gonna double click it, open it like this, and I'm gonna write g++ -std equals c++17 -o output main.cpp capital O 3 like so, just like that. I'm gonna say pause afterwards. Run with PowerShell. And it's done. And we have output here that will run our program, which will immediately close because we wrote it very perhaps not the best. If I was to make it so that we could see the output, I would actually have to say, because this isn't a proper ID, sharp include cstdio, sharp include, that might not be the right library, cstdlib. I'd say system pause, like so. Very quick. Now I'll just run the compile script, and now we'll say hello world there. There we go. That's how you install modern C++ in Windows. I was using C++ 17. You could probably do 20. This is what I know. So here you go. Bye.